A Brooklyn landmark that many people thought would last forever suddenly made a decision and an announcement that it's closing tomorrow. Lenny's Pizza of 86th Street in Bensonhurst. That shop was made famous, you might remember, in Saturday Night Fever, with John Travolta sinking his teeth into two slices, one on top of the other. Lenny himself sold the business many years ago to Frank Giordano, who did not want to appear on camera today, but his daughter spoke to us.
For the most part, my dad's retiring, which is a beautiful thing, and it's time. You know, New York has changed a bit, and it's time for my family to move on.
The owner is 77 years old. If you want one last taste of Lenny's Pizza, and it's worth it to go get one, strut on down there Travolta style, but you want to do it fast.
Who wouldn't want a double-decker slice of cinema history? John Travolta made Lenny's Pizza of Bensonhurst famous in the opening credits of the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever. And while the two slices rolled together and that strut down 86th Street is staying alive in people's memories, the doors to this 70-year-old Brooklyn institution will close forever Sunday night, 10 p.m. How are you feeling today, Frank, on the last day?
I feel great. Thank you for the support I got for these people that come around.
The owner, 77-year-old Frank Giordano, made the decision to retire after more than 40 years. He wants to spend more time with his wife and 4 children, including his daughter and Lenny's manager, Josephine.
Well, I cried yesterday a lot. It's really hard. Sometimes I see a lot of my customers that have known me since I'm a kid, so it's a bit of an emotional thing. It's bittersweet. Most importantly, I'm very happy that I'm going to be spending time with my family.
John Travolta famously returned for a visit in 2018, holding 2 slices in his hand, with the owners naming a slice in his honor. Hundreds shared memories on Facebook and in person, and Pix 11 asked several people to show them the strut and sing Staying Alive with their double-decker slices.
We came all the way from Yonkers, so we definitely made sure we were online for almost 2 hours. The best. Just simply the best.
A double-decker for you.
Yeah, came all the way from West Point. It was worth it.
Staying alive, staying alive.
New tonight, after decades of serving customers in Brooklyn, a beloved pizza shop owner is hanging up his apron. Lenny's will close for good tomorrow. CBS 2's Alicia Reed was there as customers lined up to get one final slice.
A familiar sound outside Lenny's Pizza. Inside,
I made it all my life in this place.
Frank Giordano is counting down his last set of pies.
I've been here 40 years, and now I wanted to die.
The 77-year-old is ready to hang up his hat. And with that, the pizza joint will close.
We have birthday parties here as children. It's a staple of the community.
Lots of parties have been held in the small shop. It gained fame after a John Travolta scene in Saturday Night Fever. The Hollywood star last celebrated John Travolta Day in 2018. Across the board,
Have a nice day.
customers say the food here stands up to its name.
It was excellent. Fantastic. Everything I remembered.
It's my father's favorite pizzeria.
The pizza and the sandwiches, the heroes were great.
Regardless of the generation,
I love the square pizzas. They taste really good, and whenever I come back from school, I ask my mom, "Mom, can we go to Lenny's?"
We love that fact that these kids love this pizza so much.
one thing's for sure.
Do you have a ticket with you?
These folks are getting their fill.
One's never enough. You gotta have 2.
Doors officially close for good on Sunday, but Saturday night, the line is out the door and down the block. Longtime customers wanting to make sure they get their final slice. In Bensonhurst, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.
A Brooklyn staple saying goodbye after nearly 7 decades in the business. The iconic Lenny's Pizza will be closing its doors for good tonight. The restaurant has been a fixture in the Bensonhurst neighborhood and became a household name when John Travolta strutted by for a slice in the hit movie Saturday Night Fever, 2 slices. And today, customers filed inside the pizzeria for a final taste of the city landmark. News 4's Adam Harding live in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn with the story. Quite a crowd there behind you, Adam.
I am just so glad, Gilma, that you corrected yourself, the 2 slices, because that is what he is famous for, the double-decker. And certainly a number of people today coming out to Lenny's Pizza, they were sad to hear that this was their final day, but it kind of feels like a party here in Bensonhurst. Just take a look at the sidewalk behind us. It has been full of customers for hours just waiting to get inside so they can have one final slice before Lenny's says goodbye. Customers broke out into a round of applause late Sunday as Lenny's Pizza prepares to serve its final slice.
It feels fantastic.
For 7 decades, it has been a Brooklyn staple. Dad's retiring, and it's just a good time for the family to say so long.
It's bittersweet. I see a lot of my customers that watched me grow up. I've watched them grow up, or, vice versa, whatever. And, a lot of other people came by to wish us luck, which is really nice.
Hi, Tony. 2 or 3.
Two, give me 2, that's good. John Travolta helped put this place on the map in the 70s classic Saturday Night Fever. Tony Madero's double-decker style still felt today.
Excellent. Worth a 4-hour trip.
That's your last piece of Lenny's ever. You're going 2 at the same time. Save it.
Nope, all of it.
Just how special was this neighborhood pizza shop? We'll take a look at the line on the final day. Wrapped around the block, down the street, turned the corner. First time?
It's my first time, yes.
And everyone here has a story. From firefighter Eddie Rivera.
I work for the Hoboken Fire Department, and we watched Saturday Night Fever last night, and then I saw this in the news. It says, we have to come. So I said, I'm here.
How long have we been in line today?
Like about 2 hours, yeah.
To Janice, Trish, Roseanne, and Teresa, here together one last time.
I mean, I grew up with this place, yeah. I mean, we're all from this neighborhood.
It's childhood. Yeah. It's our childhood.
Sad to see it go?
Oh my God, yeah,
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, this was an institution.
We wish we had longer time. We only found out 4 days ago, so it's we had no time to prepare.
What are you feeling?
Too sudden. It's like a loss in the family. But you got to get one more slice, right?
And so many are on his wavelength. They got to get one last slice, or in this case, I guess you got to make it 2 slices because, after all, it is Lenny's. Gilmore, we're hearing 10 o'clock. That's when they're trying to say goodbye. But judging on the line and the amount of time that people have been waiting here, 10 o'clock seems you might want to get in line now to ensure that you get some pizza by 10. By the way, I should tell you, they thought maybe yesterday would be their last day, but they pulled a couple of strings so they could open up their doors for one final day. And this community tonight coming out to say a final goodbye and a very hearty thank you. We'll send things back to you.
All right, to this now. An iconic Brooklyn pizzeria immortalized in a classic 70s film made its last pie yesterday. The neighborhood came out in droves just to wish its owner a happy retirement.
Been there, done that. Stephanie Bertini celebrates with the people in Bensonhurst at Lenny's Pizza.
I feel 20 years young.
His retirement brings a feeling of youth. Frank Giordano expressing gratitude for the decades he's been in business.
I thank you all because you've been giving me the money to pay my bills.
Giordano is in his 70s. His Brooklyn pizzeria just as old. He bought Lenny's Pizza about 40 years ago, shortly after it became famous.
Two, give me 2, that's good.
Saturday Night Fever, the hit starring John Travolta, includes the Brooklyn pizzeria. In the movie, Travolta's character orders 2 slices and stacks them on top of each other. The photos on the wall of the pizza shop capture the mark this place has made on New York City. The faces, including our very own Rosanna Scotto. Only 2 slices left before the doors closed on this final day. That's because Giordano and his staff ran out of dough, so they had to stop making pies early. The crowd's outside steady, leading up to the shop closing for good. A range of emotions all around.
It's actually very sad.
They're my family. Oh, they are. Yeah, so it's time for them to retire.
New chapter, new chapter.
New chapter.
Family, friends, and loyal customers saying goodbye. The owner, though,
I'm getting old.
looking forward to what's next. The building has been sold. No word yet on what business to expect next, but we've confirmed the pizza days are done, at least for now. I'm Stephanie Bertini. Good day, New York.
How was the pizza?
The pizza was delicious.
Oh,
I never had two on one.
I was going to say, did we need a double stack? Whatever, am I missing out on something?
Just one is good enough. Anyway, thank you.
Happy retirement.